Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm continuing another video in my series Indie Brands I Discovered on Instagram. So today's video is going to be all about the brand Gourmandegirls. This is an awesome cruelty-free indie brand that I discovered on Instagram last year. I want to say it was definitely last year that I first discovered the brand. The owner is amazing. She's really sweet. I just want to show in each order, she always includes this card from her brand, and then it's got like a personalized note on the back, which I just think is such a cute touch. It's a full line, pretty much they have like a full line of makeup. So you can they have powders, they have bronzers, they have blush, they have foundation, concealer. It's pretty much a full line of cosmetics. I have tried a lot of products. I haven't tried everything, but I do have enough products to do pretty much almost a full face of makeup here. So I'm just gonna go through and show you all the stuff that I have from this brand. I have a big box of stuff right here sitting on my lap. So I think first up I'm gonna start off showing you the foundation and the concealer. I know they actually have a couple different foundations. I believe there is one that's like just a matte finish foundation, and the one I don't have that one, but the one I actually do have is right here. It's the satin finish foundation. So this is the bottle. Just actually put these concealers down. This is the bottle. It's really pretty packaging and has a pump, which is awesome. I love a pump on a foundation. It just makes it so much easier to get the foundation out. So this is the Balanced Satin Finish Foundation, and it's SPF 15, which is awesome that has SPF in it. The shade I have is FK 105. This is the foundation that I have on today, but I actually mixed it with my NYX like white foundation mixer because I'm like pretty pale right now because it's the end of the winter, so hopefully it'll start getting nice out around here soon and I can go outside and get a little bit more color, but for now anyway, yeah. So it's like a medium coverage. You can build it up, but like I said, I just mixed it with a little of that white foundation mixer. The foundation mixer doesn't affect like the color or the finish or anything. It just lightens the shade a bit, you know, so I could wear it because this is pretty much my shade like in the summertime when I have a little bit of a tan. So yeah, I really enjoy this foundation. It's like I said, it's medium coverage, but it is buildable. It's breathable. Like I can wear this all day to work and it will still look nice. It doesn't really break up that much. I mean, I do get like some creasing and stuff right here on my forehead, which I always get if I wore this for like 10 hours, but it definitely wears well compared to other foundations and whatnot that I've tried. So yeah, that's it's the Balanced Satin Finish Foundation. And then I have two of the concealers right here. This is the Full Cover Concealing Cream. So this is the concealer. And again, it's the similar packaging. It's just, you know, the clear, and it's got the black top, and these have a pump also, which is really nice. This is a very full coverage concealer. Like the first time I tried this, I did not realize how full coverage this was going to be, and I squirted out an entire pump and it was like way too much product. It spread out all over my face. So you just need like the teeniest little drop. Like I'm going to show you. I'll pump a little bit out onto my hand right here. Like seriously, that teeny little dot that you like can't even see is definitely enough product to cover just your dark circles. I mean, if you like to do the type of concealer where it's like the triangle and you bring it all the way down and you know want to conceal out places, you can use more, but like you really don't need more than that. So let me just like rub this in a little bit here and show you how far this spreads. This is the darker shade that I just pumped out. It's HC 109. So that's that's more closer to like my skin tone. Actually, not even right now because I'm so pale right now. But like in the summertime, that's closer to my skin tone. So this I would use to conceal, you know, like if I had blemishes and stuff like that on my face, I wouldn't use this shade under my eyes because it's too dark. But it does, it covers really well. It's definitely like a full coverage. Actually, here, I have that little like birthmark on my hand. Let me put some actually on that and show you the coverage that it can cover that. See, I just like made a mess. Okay, so I just squirted out a little bit right there, and see that birthmark? I'm just gonna like dab that in, and like seriously, you're not gonna be able to see that at all. This is a very high coverage concealer. It's definitely a full coverage concealer. And look, you can't even see that. It's like totally opaque. So yes, this stuff does cover very well. Now this is the lighter shade. This is actually what I have under my eyes today. And this is the shade HC 101. Yeah, so it's a cream concealer, which is really nice because like, okay, I have dry under eyes, so I like something that's more creamy, but I definitely like a full coverage. So I would say, like, for my under eyes, this can be great, but it can also be, just the only thing is it's cream, so it's very creamy. It dries matte, but it does have that creamy finish. So I get creasing really bad under my eyes. I can get it, especially with creams like this. So I just have to make sure I set my under eyes as soon as I apply this. So I would just, you know, pump out a couple little dots, blend it in, and then make sure I have my powder ready to go and to set it after. But I mean, this is what I have on today. I think it looks good. Like I don't know if you can see any creasing or anything like that, but I don't see any creasing right now. I think it looks really good. It wears well. And I like this concealer. It's a great full coverage concealer. If you're looking for something that's creamy in a concealer, I think you would definitely enjoy this. So let's see, what are we going to talk about next? I think maybe next I'll jump into, let's see, the eyeshadow palettes. I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes by Gourmandegirls. They have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes on their website. It's definitely something for everyone. Like, I think no matter what tones you like, warm tones, cool tones, bright tones, you could definitely find an amazing eyeshadow palette from this brand that you like. They have many options to choose from. Okay, so the first palette I'm gonna talk about is called the El Mar Azul palette, eyeshadow palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. It's the colors that I have all over my eye, in the crease, like all over my eyes, on the eyelid, and underneath the eye. This is probably one of my favorite palettes that I own by this brand. It's just a beautiful palette. I just love these tones. It's got like a big mirror when you open the palette. Just remove that, and these are the shades. They're just beautiful shades, especially for spring and summer coming up. I just like love these shades. They have, you know, all different warm tones, matte shades that are beautiful for the crease. They're very pigmented. They blend out well, and then they have these bright pops of color. This is the color, this blue right here is what I have like underneath my eyes today. Just under the lower lash line. This purple is gorgeous, this aqua color is gorgeous, and then they have, this one has a couple like metallic shades that are beautiful on the lid. This is the color that I have on my lid today. It's this rose gold color. This is where I have it right here on my eyes, and yeah, I just love this palette. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors. I'm obsessed. Like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite palettes from the brand. So I'll insert some swatches of the different eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that after I hold them up and show everything at the end. So yeah, that is the El Mar Azul palette, eyeshadow palette. So let's see. So the next eyeshadow palette I have here is called Love Christina. So I just think that's a really cute name. The owner of Gourmandegirls, her name is Christina. So I think she named this because, like I showed that little note at the beginning of the video, in all her orders she includes those little personalized notes, which again I just think is such a cute touch. So this was supposed to be like inspired by her notes that she writes in her packages. So Love Christina, that's the name of this palette. So let's open it up here, if I can open this. This one doesn't have the mirror in here, but that's okay. It's still gorgeous colors. So it's just got the little sheet, and this is definitely like a warm tone palette. You have some gorgeous metallic goldish shades up here. This green shade is beautiful. I've worn this all over the lid before. It's almost got like a duochrome. It's kind of like I don't know, like a greenish gold in there. It's just a really pretty shade. This one's another almost duochrome. It's like a reddish and a peach color. It shifts. It's really pretty. This is just a really beautiful palette. If you like warm tones, I would definitely recommend this. And then it's got, you know, most of the warm tone colors and then a couple pops of green and gold and stuff in there. And this peach shade is gorgeous. That looks beautiful in the crease. I've done a couple looks with this palette and I really like how the looks came out. I think they came out really pretty. The only thing I would say in this palette is I just wish there was one matte shade that was maybe a little bit deeper. This is probably like the deepest shade in the palette, this greenish shade, but it's a shimmer. So, I mean, you could, this color is pretty deep, but just maybe like a darker brown shade would be nice to just build up the crease a little bit darker. But regardless, it's still a beautiful palette. I still enjoy it, and I have done a couple looks with it and gotten a really pretty look out of using just the palette by itself. So yeah, that's Love Christina. Next up, we have this one right here. This is a collab that they did with Batgirl Ekta. I'm sorry, I hope I'm saying that right. That is her handle on Instagram, so you could check her out. And this is the collab palette. So this is, oops, the little sheet just fell out. This is a beautiful bright color palette. If you like bright eyeshadows, I think you will really enjoy this. These are super pigmented. I've done a bunch of looks with this palette and it just comes out, it's bright. Like these colors are intense. Yeah, so it's just like got all these rainbow colors. Most of them are mattes, but they do have this really deep purplish blue shade right here is like a metallic. This green shade is a metallic. That one's really pretty. And then I believe all the rest are mattes. So yeah, I've enjoyed this palette as well. I just love the bright colors. My favorite colors to work with are pretty much like warm tones and bright eyeshadows. Like I love mixing like neutral warm tone colors like browns and just like, you know, burnt oranges and stuff like that in the crease, and then with like a pop, like, you know, a pop of yellow or something is gorgeous, or this pink color or this blue shade. Any of these would be really gorgeous, like all over the lid, and especially in the spring and summer, these bright shades are really pretty like under the lower lash line too. Like this, the look that I have on today is kind of like my go-to spring look. So I would do more like a neutral warm tone color shadow like all over the lid and in the crease, and then a pop of color underneath the lash line. It's just such like an easy look for me to do. It doesn't take me that long. I mean, like, yes, you have to build the eyeshadows and stuff in the crease. Like I think I used like 3 or 4, maybe like 4 different eyeshadows to build this color on the crease, and then the lid color, and then just pop like one of these bright shades under the lower lash line. It's just like my favorite go-to type of look in the spring. So this palette would be perfect if you're looking for something with pops of color and you really enjoy color. One more eyeshadow palette. I believe this is their newest launch. This is another collab with on Instagram. I hope I'm saying this right. Her name is Chenya. It's spelled C-H-E-Y-N-A, but I believe you pronounce it Chenya Grace palette. So this is her collab palette. This is another one that's really pretty. I think the packaging, first of all, is really pretty and unique. It's gold, and then it's got like the blue little design with the stars and stuff. It's just really pretty. So you open this up, take that out, and this has, how many shadows here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It has 12 shadows up here, the little square shadows, and these are a mixture of matte and metallic shades up here. And then down the bottom, you have 6 more eyeshadows. These are all metallics except this one, Bada Bing on the end, is a matte shadow. This palette, again, is really beautiful. I've used this a couple times. I dipped into these purple shades right here. These shades are just gorgeous for all over the lid. If you spray your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, you can really build these up and get them super metallic on the lid. Yeah, this is just another really pretty palette that I've been enjoying. This is, like I said, their most recent eyeshadow palette release. So, yeah. So that's it for eyeshadow palettes that I own from Gourmandegirls. I do have like one blush palette and one highlighting palette by them. I know they sell a couple different blush palettes. They also have blushes, like just single blushes in the pan, and then they have, it's new, they just released some new highlighters that are like single highlighters in the pan, but I don't own any of those yet, but I have the blush, but I have one blush and one eyeshadow palette, so I'll just show you guys what I have. So first up is the blush palette. This one is called Sweet Crush. It's like the more warm tone one. It had like more peachy colors, so that's usually what I go for. I love either like a peach blush or kind of like a nudish colored blush that almost looks like bronzer. That's usually what I go for anyway, but I thought this would be really great, like if I was doing other people's makeup, like wanted to do makeup on a client or something. This would be great to have in your kit if you're like a professional makeup artist, because you have so many different options and shades here. What is the color? I used this color today. This is what I have on today on my cheeks. It's just really pretty, kind of like mauvish tone blush. These are super pigmented. Let me see, there's some mattes and some have like a slight sheen, almost sparkle in it, but I've used like this one, and this one has a little bit of like a sparkle in it, but when you put these on the face, you can't really see the sparkle. It doesn't look like glitter or anything like that, so it pretty much you know, just blends away. So I would say for the most part these are matte. I would consider matte blushes, but again, they are very pigmented, so be careful. Do not think you need to like dip your brush in like 10 times and then like go to town, or else you'll come out looking like a clown, because you really do not need much product. Like you can just tap your brush in 1 or 2 times, apply a little, build it up, and then if you think you need more, go ahead and add more. But initially I would just tap my brush in like 1 or 2 times, like I said, and it's enough. And it just looks really pretty. I like these blushes. So yeah, I've enjoyed this palette. And then, let's see, I just have that highlighting palette. I'll show you guys. So this is another collab with an Instagrammer. It's called the If Steph Wears It highlighting palette, and her Instagram name is If Steph Says So, so you could check her out as well. So this is the palette. It's got this really awesome like rainbow holographic packaging. I just love. And then it opens up like this. It's got 6 shades. So this is it's just like got a great variety for everyone in here. Pretty much any skin tone could wear these highlighters. You have this green one here, which, I mean, you could put this on the cheekbones, but I don't know if many people would want this color green of a highlight. I mean, maybe if you were doing kind of like a funky look, like something avant-garde, or not, like obviously not a wearable everyday color, but this is a gorgeous shadow. I've used this all over the lid and it's really pretty. Another surprise highlight, which out of all of these shades, when I first got this palette, I thought like something like this would be a go-to shade for me. Like I had been on a kick for a while with pink highlighters, and I just, yeah, had been on a kick with pink highlighters. So I just thought like, oh, I'm gonna love this one. But this one is pretty. It's really pretty, don't get me wrong, I do like it. But for some reason, this one I just like fell in love with. It, when you first look at it, it doesn't look like the most wearable. It's like a pink with almost like a blue shift. There's a lot of eyeshadows kind of like this, but this is a gorgeous highlight. I love this. This is definitely my favorite shade in this palette. I've used this in a couple looks that I've posted. I'll insert a photo of one of my looks that I've used this in, because I think it just looks, it's hard to tell just like this in the packaging, but it just looks so gorgeous and stunning on. But yeah, so this is my favorite shade, and then this is what I have on today, this beautiful gold shade. This is what I have on for a highlight, and then I just popped a little bit on the inner corner for an inner corner highlight on my eyes today. And these like would be too dark for me to use on top of the cheekbone to really make it pop, but in the summertime, what I love to do with metallic darker shades like this is I love to mix this with my bronzer. So I'll apply bronzer and then I'll kind of just apply this over it, not necessarily like high up where I would apply an actual highlight, but I'll just apply it like right here, just right over the bronzer, and then I kind of like mix it all together, and it just gives that gorgeous sheen, like suntanned look, and I just really like how that looks in the summertime. So yeah, I will definitely be trying those out, like I said, in the summer with bronzer and stuff, once I get a little bit and actually have more of a tan, hopefully, if it ever gets warm out here. Today is actually really nice. Here it's supposed to be like 70 degrees, but it's been freezing. Like I've still had my heat on here in Boston, so hopefully, yeah, it's almost May. It's the middle of April right now. So hopefully it can warm up soon so I can go outside and start getting a tan and some color and not be so pale and pasty and actually wear these beautiful bronzer shades. Okay, anyway, end rant. So on to the next products. I think all I have left here to show you guys is lip products. So before I move on to the lip products, I realized I had like one other thing left here for an eye product. This is like an eyeliner. So it's a liquid eyeliner. The name of the shade is just White 04. It's a metallic liquid eyeliner. This is like a really cool one. I've used this a couple of times. It almost looks like a silver, metallic, so that's like the applicator, if you can see it there. And I'll just try and apply a little on my hand so you can see how it comes out. So that's the color. It's just a really pretty like silverish white metallic liner. Yeah, so I've been used this a couple times, and this looks really cool too if you apply like a black liner like I have, and then do this kind of like over it, almost as like a double wing. Oops, I just dropped something. As a double wing. But yeah, so they have 3 different shades of this, I believe. I think they have like a black one, a blue one, and then this is the metallic one. This is the only one I own, but yeah, I like it. And I know they have other eyeliners as well, just like a black, I think they have like a felt tip eyeliner. They have different eyeliners than just this style, but this is like their newer ones. So yeah, and this is the one I have, the white metallic shade. And then one more thing I wanted to show just before I jump into all the lip products, because I have quite a few lip products here. This is something that she included in one of my last orders, just like a little sample. It's a soap. These are like, it says organic soap, vegan, and made in France. And this smells amazing. Like, I know they sell these in the bigger size on the website. I just wish you guys could smell this. Let me try and open it. So that's what it looks like in the packaging. And this is, like I said, just like a mini, so I'm sure the real one, I'm assuming, is bigger than this. But it just smells so good. Oh my god. These handmade soaps, they have some of these around here, but I'm sure it's not going to be the same because this is made in France. But these just, I don't even know how to describe what this smells like, but it just smells awesome. It smells really awesome. Yeah. So I haven't even tried that out yet, so I'm going to use that just as like a hand soap, put that in my bathroom. Is there like a name of this? It doesn't really have like a specific name. That's all in French, which I cannot read. I'm terrible, I'm sorry. But yeah, it just smells really great. It's cruelty free and vegan. So yeah, you can check those out if you're into handmade soaps and stuff. And they also have fragrance on the website as well. There's one that I really want to try. The last time I ordered, I believe it was sold out, but I think it's called Rebel Chic, something like that, Rebel. But yeah, that one sounded really great. But they have a couple different perfumes, and I know some of them are imported from France, which I think is really cool. Christina, the owner, her fiance is from France, so I know she travels there a lot. So I just think that's really cool that she includes products from abroad and stuff too in her line. So anyway, the last products up that I have here that I'm going to show are lip products. So I think I will start off with, let's see, what do I have here? I'll start off with the lipsticks. I have 2 lipsticks. So this is, the packaging. It's black, and then it has Gourmandegirls in the pink, and then the little gold, and just opens up like that. So I have shade right here. This is number 4. It's a really pretty reddish, like berry shade. It's really pretty. These smell really good too. I can't even describe. I'm so terrible with scents. Like, I can't even describe what this smells like. Kind of like, not like cake, but it's just like, I don't know, creamy or something. Maybe like frosting, kind of. It just smells good. Good. So yeah, that's like the berry shade number 4. And these are very creamy. They're not like a super long wearing, it's not a liquid lipstick, it's just a regular lipstick, and it has kind of like a satin finish, I would say. Let me swatch this actually. But these are very moisturizing, and they do wear well. Do this right here. Actually, that's like terrible. You can't even see that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just like totally messed that up. But yeah, really pretty berry shade. So that's number 4, right? Yeah, 4. And then I have right here is number 13. This is like more like a nude shade, kind of like a nude orangey-ish shade. I don't think I've used that berry one in a look that I've posted before, but I know I have used this one, number 13, in a look. So terrible. terrible at swatching. But that's the shade right there. Look how you can just like see the creaminess of these. They're really great lipsticks. Like, I will say I don't wear a regular lipstick a lot. I'm like a liquid lipstick addict on a daily basis. Like, I'm pretty much wearing a liquid lipstick. That's just the formula that I prefer, that I like. But these are really nice. But if you don't like that really drying liquid lipstick, I would definitely say check these out. These are great lipsticks. Like I said, they wear well. The finish is really nice. It's like a satin. It's not totally matte, but it's not super shiny either. It's just kind of like in between. It's just a really nice finish. And these colors are beautiful. So yeah, so now into the liquid lipsticks, which these are my babies, what I live for. I love liquid lipsticks. So she has like different kind of liquid lipsticks. These are, I believe, the ones that just say like regular liquid lipstick on the website, and then these are called the velvet liquid lipsticks. So you can see the packaging is slightly different. These ones are a little bit longer, like taller, and then these are shorter and the packaging is a little bit wider. So why don't I start off with these ones, which are just the regular liquid lipsticks. So I have two shades here. I have Rose Gold, which is a really pretty like mauve shade, like a nude mauve shade. So I'll just swatch that right here. Oh, gorgeous. I love that shade. It's definitely one of my go-to shades, like a nude mauve color. I'm trying to think what this reminds me of. I just made a mess. This reminds me of, it's almost like a dupe for one of the Too Faced melted matte lipsticks. I think the shade, I want to say the shade I'm thinking of is Granny Panties. I know it's like a funny name, but yeah, that is, I think, the shade that I'm thinking of that this is almost like a dupe for. But yeah, it's just really pretty, Rose Gold. And then the other one I have is number 16, and it's JIC. So this is like a metallic-y, pinkish, like a really light metallic pink color. Swatch it right here. So that is the shade right here. Just a really pretty metallic pink shade. This, it would probably be, this is like hard for me to wear just on its own. I think just like my skin tone, I don't know, I think like this would look better on fairer skin tone. Like on me, it just looks a little bit funny, almost like too light, but how I like to wear something like this is like a topper. So like maybe I would apply this and then apply this over it, and I think that just works for me better. I mean, I really do like metallic liquid lipsticks on a regular basis. I pretty much go for the matte, but I do like metallic. I know some people don't like metallic. I do like it. Just like on its own, I would go for a darker metallic shade, like a dark brown or even like a red, something like that, if I was gonna wear just a straight metallic liquid lip. But these light colors look really pretty, like I said, if you just use them as a topper over like another darker toned liquid lipstick. So yeah, that too. Okay, so now on to the Velvet Matte liquid lipsticks. These, I think, are my favorite lipstick formula from this brand out of all the lipsticks that I just showed. These are definitely my personal favorite. I just really love this formula. It dries down matte. This is what I have on today. I have on this shade right here today, and this is, it just says MLP 12. I'm not sure. I think this one might not be released yet. I know she sent me this as an extra in one of my last orders, but this one right here that I also have is FS 54 Nudist. I know this is definitely on the website, but yeah, these just have like an amazing formula. I love how they dry down. They don't get like, you know how on liquid lipsticks you can get that like nasty ring on the inside of your mouth if you've been wearing them all day and you ate stuff and it can just get funky? Like these do not do that at all. It's a liquid lip, so obviously if you eat like stuff that's oily, like salad dressing, or you know, soup or something like that, it will wear, but they wear really nice, not in like a chunky, like nasty drying way that certain liquid lipsticks can do. I like the formula. I really enjoy the formula. The shades are really pretty. Like these are go-to shades for me, these nude shades. This orange shade is gorgeous. The shade that I have on, I think is actually a dupe for, what is it, Kat Von D Lolita 2. I swear this looks almost the same to that. I should get that lipstick and switch it right next to this because I swear that this is like almost the same shade. And then this one, Nudist, this is a beautiful shade. This has definitely been a go-to shade for me since I discovered these and started wearing them. I'm gonna go get Kat Von D Lolita 2 and swatch it next to this one just to see for myself. I want to see and show you guys how similar it is because I really think it is very similar to that color. Okay, so I got Kat Von D Lolita 2. I guess looking at them like this in the packaging, maybe this one looks a little bit darker, but we'll see how they swatch. I'm gonna just swatch them both on my arm and show you guys. So this is Lolita 2 from Kat Von D right there. And then this is, like I said, this one doesn't have a name. It's just MLP 12 by Gourmandegirls. And this is the Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think they're very similar. That one is slightly darker, but maybe when it dries down, it'll be even closer to that shade. I don't know, we'll come back and look at it at the very end of this video, and once they dry down, compare them. But yeah, I think definitely this would be, I would consider a dupe for that color. So I just have one thing left here. It's a lip liner. They have a couple different shades of these lip liners. I just have one, and this was like the nude one, the closest one to nude. I mean, that's my go-to lip color. It's pretty much what I wear like on the regular, on a daily basis. I wear nude like to work. It's just the color, the shades that I prefer, that I wear the most. So I got the nude lip liner, and this is called Infinity Lip Pencil, and it just says IP21 Simple. So Simple, that would be the shade name for this one. So it's, let me swatch it next to these lipsticks. And yeah, you can see this color would pretty much match any of those liquid lipsticks. So this was definitely a good pick for me to choose this one. I enjoy this lip liner. This is what I have on today. It's very creamy. It doesn't like tug or anything. It just, you know, you can just draw the line right around your lips, no problem. It's creamy, it's like moisturizing, and yeah, I enjoy this lip liner. I would definitely try other shades and stuff, and yeah, I've been liking it. So yeah, I think that is it for this review and showing you guys all the products I have from the brand Gourmandegirls Cosmetics. Overall, I really enjoy this brand. I think it's a great one to check out. They have, like I said, a full line of cosmetics. They're cruelty-free, which is amazing, and the owner is really sweet, and yeah, I would definitely recommend checking them out and seeing if there's any products you would be interested in. And I think that is it. That's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this next video in my series, reviewing indie brands that I discovered on Instagram. So stay tuned because there's gonna be more brands. I'm gonna include more than just cosmetic brands. There's gonna be some skincare, there's gonna be some nail polish brands and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. And I'm just inserting this clip because I forgot to come back and show you guys these liquid lipsticks dried down. But that is the Gourmandegirls one, and that is Lolita 2. So it is slightly different. I think that one is definitely darker, but yeah, just the shade definitely reminded me of that shade, and I think you could definitely use it easily as a dupe.